Hey everybody, welcome back. So, it looks like our production of even coal and iron and everything is starting to slow down a wee bit. We're definitely going to have to get our train system going here. My power, I saw it hitting roofing up here. I don't know how bad it's been, but the radars obviously take so much power. But here you go. So it was roofing up a bit here, but not all the time. So that's not too bad, but still I really need to upgrade our power. I've been cleaning around here, and the good news is we got our explosives now. So let me show you these guys here, the cliff explosives here. Let me show you on a cliff, huh? What about this annoying cliff that we've been fighting from day one over here? That's a good one to try it on. There you go. Boom. Boom. I don't know if you can find the best spot to kind of hit and get more out of it in one shot, but obviously we're doing a pretty good job anyways. There you go. So that is how amazing that is. So now we have no cliffing there at all, which is great. So since the last episode, I set this up temporarily. This is probably why our iron's really getting eaten up. Plus, of course, our blue research, they're still producing up top, so they're going a lot. So I set this up. This is more temporary, whatever, you know, for the future. But there you go. We actually got all our rails in here, so that's actually really cool. So I'll probably go ahead and just set this to the side now that this is full. Another thing you can do is also you can do that too, right? And block the input. So, for example, I can go boom, boom, boom like that, and then obviously it's full and it won't go in there even if you take it out. But my inventory is full. So today we're going to make an actual stations, multiple stations more than likely. We'll do them probably from here to here. I'll probably put one in here, and even, well, I don't know if I'll ever get rid of that. Might be for power, but then again, I might put our power over here, for example. This is a good spot with the lake and everything here. But for now, I didn't bother doing a landfill, mostly for the fact that we're just getting low on resources. I wanted to get right into the jump, and I think we have enough space to kind of get ourselves started. Now, we should do a bit of research here. Here's a jetpack here. I kind of need this in the future. Wow, that's the ingredients for a jetpack. That is actually kind of shameful. What the heck? It's like you need blue research, but you need nothing for the actual... That's a bit sad. Okay. I want to show you this because this is actually like going to be one of those lifesaver type things where it's going to save us so much effort and time. So I think it's kind of important to take a look at it anyways. Just kind of reducing my inventory a bit here so we can have a bit more room here. We're gonna actually probably need more of these for the train part of it anyways. And yeah, oh, that's not really supposed to go in there. There you go. And well, let's check out yeah, put the radars up here. So I got one somewhere around here up here, and then I think I got one up here. Yeah, there you go. So the radar is obviously eating more power, so let's check out our blues here. So the blues are still coming in, great. What are they buffered up at right now? They're almost 1,000, so we got a bit of research we can do, which is nice. We can open up some. I kind of saved some. I didn't go through all of, like the tool belts and things like that, just because things are a little expensive. This is actually a really nice one, mine production 10. It gives us extra, but just because we're a little low anyways, I don't want to waste it. I'll probably do this one, advanced oil processing. So this is for the heavy and light oils. That way you can make lubricant and stuff like that with it over time, which that'll be useful. So let's see here. We got this armor, right? So let's dump out this armor here, and we can make the advanced or the modular armor. Sorry. So the modular armor basically is pretty simple. There you go. It's modular armor. Now this is kind of a cheap one because the jetpack does not require actual power, so I don't even need to put anything in my modular setup here. I just need the modular armor, and then I need to craft the jetpack itself. Now, obviously, I'm going to want some other stuff like the night vision goggles. Well, the darkness is not really a big deal with the afraid of the dark anyways. We always have a lot of light, but obviously that can help later on. But it uses power, so you're going to need solar panels, but you're going to need batteries, and then batteries, of course, are going to be required for sulfuric acid, things like that. So that's another day activity. But the jetpack alone is what we're going for today. And this will let me kind of coast around and get around easy in the base, especially even for Let's Plays and stuff, so. There you go. We're just going to go all the way over here. See a meteor? I had to clean that up before, but they work great. Okay, so you right-click this, and you get this modular armor set up here. And then we take our jetpack and you just dump it wherever you want. And then you hit J key, and there we have it. So we move at a pretty damn good speed, and you fly over everything. Structures, the cliffs here. It doesn't matter what it is. Basically, you get to fly around. And it's pretty cool. It has a little bit of a drift to it, so if I let go there, it just drifts around, which is fine. Honestly, for what this thing does, I'm happy with that. You will go behind stuff, so it's kind of derpy because it thinks you're like behind it, like if you were to land here, right? I guess, yeah, it's a layering thing, right? So you're technically behind this. You can see my feet kind of disappear. But with the jetpack itself, you're on, I guess, that kind of different layering. But, yeah, that's pretty cool anyways. Here's adaptive armor. The adaptive armor is actually really useless, I would say, because it only does 25 shield hit points. And to give you an idea, we have, just give you an idea, what was ours? We have 250 health, I believe, in total, right? So, yeah, that's, you know, you'd waste up your slots. They use quite a bit of power. Just overall, I don't think these are worth it at this time. Later on, maybe upgraded versions of them, they wouldn't be so bad. So there's upgraded ones as time goes on. So there's the military adaptive one, which is probably going to be like, what, double or more? Okay, so double, 50. Meh. And then you got your space one, 100. So it gets a bit better, but those, if they're using the same dimensions, which I think they are, that's a 2x2. And then what were you, my friend? I guess we have to go back up. I thought clicking that would have been enough. You are 2x2, yeah. So obviously when you get up, it gets better. So look at this one here. 200 shield points. And then this is like an endgame one, I guess. Adaptive Armor 5. This one is 500 shield points and 20. That's actually not the best one. I saw one that was like insane. So, I mean, obviously that's awesome, but that is not the best, because I saw something in here when I was looking around for fun. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the suit instead. Now, look at that, 16 by 16 grid. Isn't that insane? Oh, here they are, energy shields. So there's energy shields as well, so kind of weird. You got the adaptive armor, and then you got the energy shields. I don't know, maybe adaptive armor is different than shielding. But here you go. This one here, 2,000 shield points, 783 hit points a second it charges. And then this one's even more crazy here. This one is 4,000, and it charges at 1,160, I guess, a second. So that's pretty intense stuff later on. But, you know, there you go. And lubricant. Oh, there you go. So we'll need the lubricant for the future. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to clean up this bottom part here. I'm just going to remove the cliffs here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just remove any debris and stuff like that down here and just basically clean up for a while. And then we'll be back to work on our first stations at the base here and then go from there. Okay, so I decided that I want to get some landfill because I want to fill in... oh, I guess that stays open when you open the map. I want to fill in this part here. That way, because, you know, like we have our iron and copper here. I mean, I'll over time probably separate these a bit more. Maybe bring iron over here per se and copper here. And coal will probably be more over here, so I'll probably keep it more at the end. But my power needs upgrading anyways, so it's not a bad idea. But I didn't want to start over here. I just feel like I don't have as much room. I just want to be a little closer. So if I cover this up at least, that'll be good. And I just realized, like 2 feet away from the, here's our iron patch, here's stone. There's even another stone patch. And that's a friggin' stone patch. We got lots of stone, oddly enough, in this world, this spawn. So I thought, okay, I'll fill this up and I will start making the landfill. And then, yeah, well, that'll help us fix that up a bit. So you got electric engines. Yeah, that's a new unlock for the future. Yeah, that's going to only take a few seconds here. And then I have a bunch of electric drills on us anyway, so I'll fill these up here. Just gotta find this right spot. I like to do it in like the right position kind of thing, and then there you go. And then you can sit there, or you can go further. I'll go that close. It means I'm gonna have to make more for our outposts, but that's fine. least we'll get nice throughput here. And I'm just going to use this literally for probably just landfill right now. Like, I'm going to do the machines like 2 feet away and just have it done here and not bring it all the way into the base, just for now anyways. There you go. So you got robotics now. You got the lasers. Or anything longer? Not really. Everything's kind of short while. So this is 45 seconds for 100. So, okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I'm just making more of these guys. There's a damn tree in the way. Dead tree, anyways. Teach it by polluting more, huh? There you go. I guess we can use those guys, the insulators. To wait for those to come out, and then I'll get some conveyors. I guess we're using fast conveyors on this one. That can actually be problematic with these. I mean, because it's going to be pretty, you know, full and everything else, I don't think it'll be an issue, but you can actually end up, if I recall, it going too slow, or sorry, too fast for those to actually pick up, so I think we'll be fine here. There you go. And then that way we can, I guess we'll use these guys. Oh, I guess that needs to be, oh, there you go. Ah, there we go, because my power usage was a little high there. It was like hitting, oh, it's a little lower now, but yeah, it was hitting like 26 or something, so it was like, I'm going to have to fix that up a bit. Even if it's more temporarily, it'll help us get this going. Hopefully this is keeping up. Our coal usage, though, damn. Okay, so that's going down here. Well, way down here. I guess we use the jetpack. Forgot we have that ability now. Whee! I keep walking everywhere, but the jetpack kind of makes your life a little easier. Oh, there's a side we didn't power up here. There you go. Oh, that's not even. There you go. So later on you can like blueprint and use this or whatever, but anyways, this is where I decided to go. I just like, okay, we'll just go kind of full out, you know, and I think it'll work well. Now you could make this go a little faster if you wanted to. You know, actually looking at that, it pretty much keeps up. This one not so much, but you're gonna have to go like this though. There you go, something like that would work, I guess. There you go. That way, just increase the throughput just a wee bit anyways. This one seems fine, but I'll do it anyways. I think it's actually keeping up just perfectly fine, but it's like, I wanna. There you go. There you go. So we're using as much stone as we can pretty much from this setup. So what does this look like? It must be pretty, pretty eaten there. Yeah, there you go. 3.3K a minute or so. So that's pretty good. So that's making us, what, like 60, 70 landfill? So almost 70 landfill minute. So that's not too terrible, but it's pretty expensive. Let's just put it that way. So I should fish out of the fish here. I think they give you extra fish out of these ones, or at least this pool. Look how thick that is. None of the other ones look like that, but it's all polluted out too now. But yeah, if we go here, for example, so we're going to clean all this up, right? And look how fast we go through it. There you go. It goes really damn fast, but that's fine. We'll let it stack up a bit, and then we'll come back, and then we'll build our station here. Oh, we should check our research, though. I should probably be cooling off on our research a bit. We're just getting to that point where, oh, here, advanced ones. These are the, oh, yeah, sulfuric acid. Oh, I thought it was the other stuff. Yeah, so 20 circuits, 2 advanced circuits, and sulfuric acid. Holy crap. We might as well train that. Okay, let's see if this is enough here. I got almost 1,500 of it. Now, if you use your plus and negative on your numpad, I actually switched mine to the regular one because of those would stop my recording. You can go ahead and increase the size. So I think this is gonna just fit. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay. Now you gotta be careful because like you can end up with little tiny holes and they will block things. So there you go. I think that'll work. Cool. And then what we can do is clean all this up basically, and then we can build our rail system over here. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to break this up into 2 episodes, I think. So we'll have this one as like building the station and setting that all up. And then I think we'll set up the outpost on the next one just because I ended up doing a little extra. Something I didn't expect, but yeah, it's all right. So we're going to go over here. I just want to clean this up before I put the rails in. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. Anything in here? No, I think we're good. So, yeah, we're going to want to bring them under here. I don't know if I'll ever extend these further down just because, you know, you'll need a lot of room for your furnaces and stuff. I could always keep them, you know, this size or say even this little chunk here. But it does give me room to basically furnace all the way from here to here and then even over here over time. So it's a good, you know, size. And then if I keep the rails a little further away, it gives us a lot of room to work up and down as well. And then basically the stations themselves can be from like, say, you know, down here all the way down here, you know, as far as you want. So you clear it and keep it clear and it should work. So let's go up here and get our rails. I need to get rid of this stone, but I think this... Does this have more than one slot? Not really. Whatever, we'll throw that in there. And then these guys... Well, this is just sand. Oh yeah, this has some slots in it, but not all of them. Okay, so here's our rails anyway. So we're going to take a bunch of these. And another thing you're going to want is signals. So we already have them. Let's look at the recipe here. So electronic circuits, iron plates, and then you have your actual train stop, which is just iron sticks, electronic circuits, iron plates, and steel plates. And then we might as well make ourselves the locomotive itself. So we're going to do the loop stuff as in it's not going to be one that goes, how do they call those ones? One way or is it two way? I guess two way is kind of the way I used to do it. And then we're doing like more the one way as in it goes in and kind of keeps going. So it kind of loops around and they have loops in them. Back in the day, people would say never do that with the trains. But as far as I know, they've kind of changed all that code and it's not really an issue anymore. But it was definitely kind of like one of those really frowned upon things that it was like, it wasn't needed to be frowned upon, obviously. A lot of people were kind of hardcore. I think Factorio, since I, you know, last played and even when I first started to play, I think there's a lot of people who had just a lot of their own rules in a sense. It's like, oh, you can only do this and that. And, you know, it felt like, you know, you were doing something wrong, especially as a YouTuber, you know. You do it your own way, and people would be like, oh, you're not supposed to do it that way, and it just felt kind of weird. So they got this system in place where you can just drag and drop, which is pretty cool. And then you can turn it, and basically the turning is probably where it makes it really awesome. And then, yeah, so we can start turning this. Actually, I'm going to bring this down just a wee bit. Like I said, I want to keep some room up top, so. And there you go. And then you have your station come in here. So I'm going to do this pretty darn simple. Now, I wonder if this fills in here. No, because even though this is water, and I think it's supposed to be like a bit of like a puddle of water, it doesn't affect you. So, and yeah, so we'll have to put the train station like this, I guess, here. And then there you go. So you have your train station. So if you hover this, you can see how many trains it holds. I don't know if I should build these a little bit bigger. So say, you know, they're meant for 4 trains, and you can go to your interface options, so setting interfaces, and you can actually visualize the train length. So you can say, okay, let's say 5 of them. So 1 engine for cargo wagons, right? And then when you put your stop here, you can see, okay, so 1, 2, 3, yeah, they're all there. So that might be a good, you know, length, for example. And then what you can do is also put signals in here and where your trains can kind of stop. So this is kind of a derpy thing because I think it does it. Oh, actually, I didn't realize it would do that for the train stop. There you go. So we can put this around here, I guess. You can put it right to here. It probably has room, but I'll put it right here. There you go. But it does it the opposite way. So see this? This is the annoying part. So you're going to have to play a guess game kind of here. So these signals are important because they can buffer. And so basically what it means is a train can sit here. So if we put even this here, right? It means a train can come up to this point, but it stops. Actually, it should. Oh. Oh, no, it would stop there, right? This is green light. Yeah, so this would stop there. And if a train was in this spot, it would give it a red light here, so the train would stop here. I had to remember how exactly the signals work there. So the train would stop here, and it should be good. And then what we would do is then probably just route this downwards. So we bring it down, and it can go back all the way to the bottom. And the reason we're doing it quite far down, maybe I'll even go a little further, is because then you have a much, much larger... Yeah, you're going to go over there. There was a rumor back in the day. I don't know. I don't think it ever existed this way. I think it was a rumor, but there was something where, like, if you put track or conveyor belt on top of a patch, it would actually slow it down. But I don't think that actually legitimately existed. It was just like, you know, a rumor, obviously. But there you go. And then you can just go wherever you're going with the destination there. And then, so you have this, so it goes in there and then basically comes out. You don't need to have one coming this way. Obviously, later on, you can have one that goes, you know, this way as well. So if you have trains, you know, going all the way over here, you know, oh, I'm going to grab that coal over here, right? You're going to need to open that up. I might change this around anyways, but I'm not going to do that right now since I don't. You know what? Let's actually do it. Screw it. That way it's done. So we'll do the signals on here. So obviously you have to be careful with this, right? So if there's a train, you know, coming, you know, right here, and you got your signal here, right? Actually, it's probably going to break more likely because I probably don't have it. Oh, no, that worked. But you have to have your signals in the right place, right? So if you have a train that's right here, and he wants to come up here, well, it would end up being red for him too, right? So what you have is this guy here, and that's red for him. And the reason that's red is because of this whole like intersection. It's kind of broken, right? So we can put this guy over here, and then it's still going to be obviously broken. And then what you have is one over here. And then this will probably break. And then we have one. Do you have one right there? Probably. It'll let it speed it up. And then you got this one here and this one. Oh, yeah, it's going up there. And then I derped up, didn't I? Oh, no, because we said it might be both. I just realized this actually is a bad idea because this is your... Oh, no, they can come through here or this way. No, that would work. But when you do the other side, that's where it's going to derp because I just realized that this is your incoming. And then, yeah, so you're not going to actually do it this way. I just derped up completely here. This poor stone patch. I was hoping to use this eventually, but I just realized we need to get our other track put in here too, right? So there you go. So this is actually kind of the problem here now. We need to actually make this into a four-way kind of stop here. So we can go down here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. Since it's only just one track going in and it's not a two-lane track going in here, that's probably going to screw us up a bit. You know what? I think I'll just leave it that way for now. And I'll probably set up a whole nother rail system like on the bottom here, and then they can go on to that. Okay, so if that's the one coming in here, yeah, so the train comes in here, so that's if you do left-handed. So we're going to have to actually do another one over here. I just realized I really screwed this up. So, if this is the one coming out of here, then you're going to have another track coming in here. There we go. This one is where we're going to have to do it. Okay, we'll bring that over there. Nope, one more. Oh, my friend Benner is joining. Ah, there you go. That will fix it. Okay, there you go. That should work. Okay. And this is your coming back out of that one. Okay, that should work. So what I was doing there, I was kind of screwing up, but basically you're coming in. I'm not. We're not doing this European style or whatever. So the train is going to come from this direction, right? And then it's going to come up there, and then you're going to have your trains come through here. So I'll do it this way, and then I'll have another set of tracks later on, maybe right beside it or whatever, for the other stuff. So we're just going to signal this up anyways. And then we'll have you. We just have one of you for now. You can do signal, and there's these other signals here, rail chain ones. I remember for intersections, maybe not so much for this one, but if you do like a big intersection, that you can use them to help you prevent some issues. But I think for now we'll be fine. So we got that going. So that's to go up. And then, oh yeah, you need a signal over here once it's completed this. Unfortunately, there's no room on this one. It would usually have a little line. So you see how there's the line there? It would have another one basically pointing here, and you can hit R and flip it if it had that opportunity. But the first one that you can do is there, so that's fine. Yeah, that should work, actually. Perfect. And then, yeah. And this would go to the next station, basically. So you just take this guy, and he'd just go to the next place, and you just rinse and repeat. So this is where, you know, your copy and paste and blueprints kind of come in handy, because now we can sort of repeat this really easy with what we have here. So we're going to do Control-C, and then we're just going to drag from all the way over here, and then all the way, sure, you can go over there. And then we're going to literally just repeat the whole process again, but just a little further down. So we can go here, and actually, that's annoying because of the blueprint there. So we can do a blueprint instead. I don't have the bar here. I think it's like a blueprint. There you go. And Alt-B. There you go. So you can do a blueprint of it instead. And you know, yeah, you know what? Let's put some signals in here for fun. I'm just thinking the signals will help at least to... I'm doing them this wide. I'm only going to do the whatever, but that way this is for like later on to kind of guide us a bit more. So there you go. This works well on this side. I wish it would work on the other way though. You have them all, right? Yeah. There you go. And then we have this one over here. Well, they're all going to come through here, so I'll probably just leave that for now. And then you have the ones that were coming up here, which I don't even know where we're... Well, here's one here, so basically around here. Even for the two right now, that works out. That wouldn't work out for a full one, but that's good. Okay, that'll work. And then, yeah, let's do the blueprint of this. See how this works. And then you can just right-click and delete stuff on here. So I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete you, you. I'll leave the signals in there. I'm going to delete you. And you can actually right-click and delete stuff on there. There we go. I guess one of the polls we didn't do. So everything else looks good. You can create blueprint, and you can even put them in a blue thing, put in the library or put it on your bar or whatever. And then we can just throw it over here. So there we go. So I'll probably have these somewhat close because I don't need to gap them too much. Maybe I'll gap them like that, just a little bit further. I don't think. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. So that's 1 space, 2, 3. Let's give it 3 space in between. There you go. And see how there's cliffs in the way? So do shift click. Because if there's cliffs in the way, you can't push the blueprint down, right? It'll just error out. And then you can go ahead and just fix up the issue here yourself. And there you go. And then we don't have bots or anything yet for this, but we just go ahead and put this all in ourselves. So, and then we can go over. Oh, there's cliffs in the way. Are those actually in the way? Yeah, I guess so. They're marking that way. So, do I have enough to take out this one? Yeah. Oh, the signals. Oh, okay. So yeah, cliffs are the cliffs explosives are definitely just the best thing for trains because obviously it would be annoying to deal with that. And then there you go. Okay. I like to do. Oh, we were one too high. I like to do the loops so I don't mess around. Back in the day, you'd have to use like an actual track that would have the rounded pieces, and oh, it was a pain basically. So you can see even right there, it's a bit of a pain. You got to get the right, there you go, the right angle put in. But once you get it, it's not too bad. And the track doesn't matter which way you're placing it; it doesn't have an effect on the direction at all. And we're one off again, so there you go. There you have it. And then you can put your signals in here. I do wish there was a way to make those stand out just a wee bit more when you're doing them. Because, you know, like, they're colliding with that. I think, you know, originally all the coasting stuff and blueprints were mostly for people to just have their bots do the work for you, but it became more of a staple of the game for actually building and stuff like that, to the point where people had mods back in the day just so you can have early blueprints, so you can, you know, use those early on. And then, you know, they obviously added it all in there. They did like a big, huge blueprint update one point, and, you know, it's now all part of it. Oh, there's a... couldn't figure out what's going on there. There you go. And then I guess we already put those guys in there. So yeah, there you go. So there's another one. So, you know, one could be iron, one could be copper, the next one would be coal or stone. And then you just keep going here. So let's place another one here. So I think we did what? 3 in the middle? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I guess. And then shift click. So this time we have rocks, I think, in the way. So that's actually really easy to deal with. There you go. And then let's go ahead and let's get rid of this flash. That must be annoying. We're kind of getting really low on resources, so I kind of don't want to do any more research right now until we get our outposts on. So next episode, after we get our outposts up and running, then I won't be so... oh, it's like, why are you flashing? Oh yeah, there's actually no rail yet here, so it's kind of broken. Has no clue what's going on here. See, you go there and it looks great, but I don't think it'd actually work. That might... No, it doesn't. So you have to break that out, yeah. It's just the way the angle, even though it looks perfect, it's not. It would overshoot. It kind of always seems to be like slightly like a part of a tile more than it should be. So we can do that. There you go. I like how it cleans up that mess. Because I guess that stuff stays there forever pretty much, unless you put like concrete down or something. There you go. I actually don't know if I had put the other station down or not. Just do one more. There you go. Did I put the other station down? No, it's ghosted. Oops. Well, I can do that after anyways. Okay. Yeah, just one more so it shoots over there properly. One more again, I guess. That's too many. There you go. There we go. And I'll do the other one after, like off camera basically, or we'll sit here and be doing this all day, obviously, right? So, but I'll get these signals put in, and then we'll work on the station part itself now, and then I'll show you how that works. So I have to decide where I'm going to put all the materials, right? So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking iron, copper, and then stone, and then coal. The reason coal is being pushed over really far is I think, well, one, I can grab that too, but not really. That was just coincidence. But the reason, oh, sorry, I said stone, then coal, right? So the reason I want the coal on the very end is I think I want to build our power plant up here. So I get the water there, and I'll probably even fill this in eventually to a degree, but I think that would work. Actually, that's where I got the water for these guys, the cliff explosives. I just got the water up here. I was thinking like, oh, I was just putting my finger on the screen, like, what's closer, water here or way over here? I was actually going ahead and going that way. I'm like, oh, that's kind of stupid, so I changed that around. So this will be stone, I guess, then. So I like to do S station and then stone, I guess. And then what I'll do is I'll name them the same. So I will literally, later on, I will go like this, and I will have these in slots, and they will like be exactly the same names. So it'll literally be stone again with the same one. And what'll happen is it always takes the closest route, right? So if you bring them all in the same spot, like in the same slot, or like the same up and down here, they'll literally go to, you know, the first one on the list. And if you have 3 trains going to stone, they will actually fill up the slots. And they have another feature here as well, which is a newer one since I played. And I thought it was pretty cool here. It has enable train limit. So if you enable this train limit, basically it means that if you have, say, 3, this is going to be the copper run, right? So S copper. So if you have 3 trains going to the copper ore, basically if that's checked up, it will prevent the other 2 trains from leaving their current outpost or whatever and going here, and then that way you don't have to worry about it jamming up. So that was actually a really nice quality of life, making people's life easier. Because what we used to do is usually like have all the slots in here. So for the longest time, I might not even bother with having the extra slots, but that's why there's so much space here, is literally so I can slot in more stations here for the future. Okay, so now that we have this all set up, we can go ahead and put our train in here. And so we'll say iron for this. Was that the first one we were doing, or was it going to be like... Oh yeah, iron is definitely going to be the first one we're going to work on anyways, so might as well do this for fun. So you give it fuel. We'll do it automatically, so we're going to end up giving it the process fuel cells. And we'll have it all stringed around here eventually. Probably when we have the copper outpost here, I'll probably literally have it, making those cells first and then delivering it to all the trains. But basically, you can go add station on here. So you do iron, and you add a weight condition. So you do empty cargo. But... actually, yes, you do it that way. And then when you add an outpost, pretend one of these are at an outpost just for fun, right? Obviously, they're not. You can do a conditioning here, right? So basically, you say, okay, at the copper here, you're going to sit here till you're going to do full cargo, sorry. And then you're going to add a weight condition of time passed of, say, 120 seconds or something. And the reason for that is when an outpost is getting low and it's trickling out, you and you still want that material. You don't want to just sit there and kind of jam up your entire system. At least, hey, we're low on ore, but we still have it coming in. That way it'll come from the station, the outpost, and it'll come back to our base and unload and still keep it moving in a sense. So it kind of helps in that sense, I would say. But anyways, let's get rid of that. It's actually interesting. I was kind of shocked I stopped, but it said inaccessible from the current position. I'm actually amazed that they have that in there. So you can turn automatic mode on here. And there you go. And once you put a material in here, it's supposed to automatically change, I guess, colors with the mod we have. So did it turn into a white? I don't even know. So let's put this in here. Might be just for base materials. I don't know. It's supposed to have a system basically where it's supposed to like... Oh, there you go. It's supposed to automatically change the colors, or at least that's what I thought we added here. Yeah, I'm not sure how any of that works, but maybe it has to be actually moving or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, we have a mod that basically is supposed to change the colors automatically. So now we get to the fun part. Maybe not fun for everyone. Basically, we're going to do the station, so unloading, loading, things like that. I have decided I think I want to go with the storage crates, or warehouses. Since we have them in here, the mod, we might as well go ahead with that. And let's go get some steel here. So where is that steel? Oh, crap. I guess iron is not even getting over here anymore. So iron's not getting to the steel, and iron's not even getting to our second one, so it's only getting into this one, which is fine because it stops our steel production, which shuts down blue research and I guess even the other ones. And it kind of means that at least I have some iron left over anyways to work with, right? So, and then we were going to go over here. Oh yeah, we needed concrete. So I actually probably should get a bunch of this because I'm going to need a few of these. Right, so here's 2. Where's our steel again? Was it down or up? Oh, right here. There you go. So you can see how kind of important it is for us to work on this now. So 1, 2, and then here's another one. And, oh, we ran out of the concrete now, huh? Pain in my butt. Okay. I'm just going to unload this here. And I'm going to need to get some more other materials here as well, unfortunately. I might just throw you guys in there for now. I don't really need you right now. Most of this I don't need right now. My poor inventory, I just thought I'd clear it out a bit. Okay. So we're going to go up here and get some cliff explosives for the future, or I might need some when I'm cleaning up here. Oh yeah, look at all that. That's beautiful. And then we'll just run back down here, and yeah, so I want I need 3 more of those containers, I guess, for the current resources we have. So here they are. And then 3. Perfect. Radar, man. I guess he didn't really want that right away. It feels like that's he kind of on purposely left that really last minute there. So, okay. So now what we do is we can unload from the trains. Oh yes, we have the stackers. I'll have to make these off camera because I don't have probably all the stuff I need on me right now. I need iron gears actually. We got some of them here. Let's just go grab some iron gears here. I like being able to fly around. You can see why we definitely couldn't have done the outpost today. So. Gears, here we go. Here's some gears. And we're gonna need more of you guys. I might be out of these, unfortunately, because I never buffered these or anything, but stackers basically are very important. Actually, we'll be fine. What am I gonna run out of, though? Oh! I'm actually running out of these guys, okay. Oh, we're making circuits now. We won't do that. That's gross. There you go. Okay. That should be good enough. And then we'll get some of these guys. Yeah, we should be good there. Is there anything else we need? I think we're good. And then, so what we're going to do is you're going to unload load trains, obviously. So the station here is just going to unload. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this huge container here and we're going to use stackers to pull out of here. And the reason you use stackers is because they can pull out, they don't pull an actual stack. They have, well, you can look up here, bonuses. So if you look at your stack bonus somewhere here, yeah, so your regular inserters capacity, as far as I know, it's not like it picks up 2 from a container and then puts down 2. I mean, maybe it does. I didn't think that's the way it works. It's rather if it goes from one container to another or something that's not a belt, it can do, you know, more than one into that one. So for example, off a train into this, basically you can do more than one. And so the stack bonus is 4 versus the 2 on the other one, right? So obviously you get a little bit more out of that, which is kind of nice. And then you can throw this onto a belt over here, right? So I don't think the stack actually works on this thing. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but you never know. And then the idea is you can just go ahead and do something like this, bring these together. And then it's up to you how you do this, right? And then you can just go, okay, we bring you here, and then you over here, and then boom, there you go. And then there's my iron, and then I'll tie that into my iron system, obviously, over there, and then we get nice throughput. Oh, that's why it's not working. We actually have iron, it's just we got... Oh, a meteor took it out. Whoops. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you don't work on your meteor defense, by the way. Everything else is working. Did we actually lose anything else, or that was it? I think that was it, so... Yeah, I'll repair that after, but there you go. So that killed that. Oh, and actually, it did take out the splitter, I guess, we had here before, so... Okay, so there you go. That'll fix that. Interesting. So Meteor kind of screwed the day for us there. Anyways, yeah, so that should work, and then it'll all go out here. I mean, there's better ways of doing this, so it'll be balancing and all that. I don't really care right now, but eventually, you know, you're going to obviously want to pay attention to that. Excuse me. I'd probably rather just set this all up a second time, so obviously you're going to need more room, but, you know, if you look at, you know, what you have room-wise here, there you go. So you're going to need at least, you know, a bit of room. You can get close. That would be kind of too thin because then you're having to fight there. But if you put another one here, you got a little extra room to work with. And then the reason I wanted a bit more of a buffer up here too is then you can merge all these belts and do fancy things and balancers and all this other crap. And just think about this. If I decide to do 4 carts, we can literally go through here and put 4 of these in here, which is ridiculous. And these hold 512 slots. So that's going to be quite a lot of... ore anyways. But either way, yeah, that should do for now. I will go ahead and I'll clean these up. I'll power them up. And I'll also go ahead and more likely set up another one over here. And then I'll probably even just get it started over here. And then on the next episode, we're going to start doing the outpost. So we'll hook up, might as well hook up the coal, the copper, and the iron. So up, there at the same time. And then that's a pretty decent amount of iron too. And then there was other options for iron, like up here, for example. There's iron down here. So we have lots of iron now, which is really good. And there's even a bit of iron. Well, there's more than that there. It looks like that one got cut by the lake. Yeah. But we'll find a way anyway. So either way, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.